So, at the end of yesterday, the young Australian girl, Anna Walls, found some spots, found some skills, basically, from where she'd struggled a lot in the morning. Second half was nearly as good as anybody on the field. She's too far back to really do any damage, but for somebody who's only just turned 18, this is our first Pro Series event, and she will undoubtedly take a lot from it. Hope Greenwood, it was a hard day. She was trying some stuff out for the World Fields. That didn't work. She went back to what she normally does. She's in there. It's a big ask. She's back on the X's, but within range to do some damage. 10 points adrift of first place, and 1 point behind Inga Eindhoven, who is a similarly previous winner of a Pro Series event. Inga had a reasonable day. Did end up with making a bit of a mistake on a bunny right at the end of yesterday, which narrowed that gap back to Hope and gave Lucy O'Sullivan in first place an even bigger lead. But Inga, I think, will do this. She's ahead on the X's. She's got a huge amount of experience at these events and at international field. I don't think she'll give up easy on this. Lucy O'Sullivan. Yep, we knew she could shoot. She came with the right attitude. She came with the right kit. And she's 1 behind on the X's and 9 up on second place. 10 up on third place. Literally all she has to do is 14 out of 15 will do to finish this out, unless one of the following group can do something pretty special. Tim Gillingham, we've picked an excellent hour to show of him there. That sums up his day. I mean, when it was bad, it was like a car crash. He was out until it was dark practicing. Back again this morning. Yeah, it was a confusing day for him. If anybody can win from behind, he can, and let's be honest, he's 4 points adrift. Jari Visto, 3 points off in joint second. Good solid day for the first. I mean, the first half made his round. The first half was as tidy as could be on this particular course. Second half was pretty good as well. He's 3 behind, a phenomenal amount of experience, tied with Duncan Busby, the ex-European field champion, multiple top 5 finishes at these events, was Commonwealth Games champion, or still is Commonwealth Games champion. Duncan can shoot. He's 3 points behind Chris White, and will obviously stand toe-to-toe with him, left-hander to right-hander, all day. Chris White, he thinks he struggled yesterday in the afternoon. He wasn't happy with not hitting the number of X's that he thought he should hit. It was a good performance by a guy on his 29th one of these, now the most podiumed Pro Series shooter. He's got a 3-point head start. He's going into the World Fields this week. You can see he was angry yesterday. He's going into the World Fields. He's shooting as good as I've seen him shoot since he last won the World Fields. He should not get caught today. Right, I'm here with Tim Gillingham and Hope Greenwood, and it might be a bit of an odd conversation. It's like 5 to 8 in the morning. Both of you guys didn't have the best days yesterday, but you're both fairly experienced, etc. What did you do about it? How is it different today? I mean, you gotta do something different. And do you have like a goal for today that'll be like enough, or what you're trying to do and everybody else has got to do it? You start, she'll have to think.
Well, I mean, I made a decision to shoot a handheld here. I even next day here did a couple brand new ones, just like me, right? And they didn't work out quite so well, so I went back to my old Carter Hole thing, which I've shot well in the past, but you forget things. I ran into some problems shooting down hills where I wasn't getting elongated and shooting out to the right, and you have to think, is that my third axis? Is that my alignment? What is it? And so I made good notes yesterday, so I don't make any mistakes on cuts.
Yep. But both of you two were out practicing last night. I mean, basically what I'm trying to say is that you didn't have great days, and you've got to do something, haven't you? It's very easy to go back to... There's a time and a place for going back to your hotel room and licking your wounds, but you've got to do something.
Never lick your wounds. You always gotta keep trying and try to figure out what you were doing wrong. And I really think I got onto something last night that is going to help me today. I did my wind dance. It seems to be working.
Yep.
So
with you, what's your plan for today? I mean, you are a long way back for this, and also you have to go to represent Great Britain at the Worlds. You know, you fly out there tonight. Yesterday, a little bit of a confidence battering, but what can you do different? What's in your control?
Tricky one. I started yesterday trying something new with my technique. Decided about halfway around that it wasn't really working. So I spent a long time on the practice field yesterday, kind of working on how to get the old stuff back and trying to find my shot and trying to put them in the middle again before we went home.
One of the things about both of you guys is that I don't think, definitely not, like, sort of, he won't be going with anything, is, you're not written off out of this tournament now. You're going like, okay, you're 10 points back, you're 4 points back.
I can catch up in 3 targets.
Yes, and that's the important
Especially if it
part.
stays like this.
Yes. But do you have, like, an idea and a plan? Do you have a number in your head? You're going, if I shoot that...
I'm going, if I drop a certain amount of points, then I'm a chance. It's just... And if I do that, then I guess I can be happy with what I did today and just hope that other people fit in around it.
And my final question, and I don't know where you're going to go with this, my final question is, for me, as the job I do, winning is what you came here to do. It doesn't really matter if everybody else implodes and you don't shoot as well as you want to, or are you still going to go, there's a good win and a bad win?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
A win is a win.
Win is not a win. A win is not just a win. We all have a certain expectation for the way we should perform.
But you guys travel the world. You come this way, she goes that way. You're here to put your net.
Yeah, that's the end goal, is to win. Yes. But at the same time, I always have this thought in the back of my mind. Well, what if 50 of the very top guys were here? I'd have got my ass kicked.
But they're not.
I know.
Or
true.
Conversely,
but that's what drives you. That's what drives you. That quest for perfection.
But you see, I think that drives you mad as well. So,
True.
Good win or a bad win, or just a win?
I'll take a win.
That's the end goal, sure. But it's the goal, like you said on your previous question. My goal today is to simply go out and five every single shot.
Yeah, I mean, you both know that if you shoot what you want to shoot, they're going to actually have to catch you.
If I have control over my pin, it doesn't matter if it's blowing 15, 20 miles an hour. If I have control over the back end of my shot and the front end of my shot, I don't care what it's blowing.
So I know. I mean, for me, you've literally both left yourself, metaphorically and physically, a bit of a hill to climb. But you are both in a situation of going, if you do what you want to do today, they will actually have to catch you.
What am I, 4 points out of the lead?
Yeah.
Whoopee.
Thank you.
I shot 2 zeros on Sunday morning here and got back to second.
Yes. Thank you. Just wanted to have that chat. Thank you.
So there you have. We can see Inga Eindhoven leading the X's by 1 from Lucy O'Sullivan, 3 from Hope Greenwood, Lena Booker a little bit back from there. Chris was irritated with the number of X's he was hitting towards the end, but starts level with Christian Spura, 1 up on Anthony Dupuy, Tim Gillingham there as well. Lucy O'Sullivan, I mean, she literally has this. 9 points up, 10 points up on thirds. She has to make a mistake. It's a little bit windier today. It'll be interesting to watch that. Chris White, 29 times, hasn't won one. Surely this has to be a win. Duncan Busby will push him. Yaria Visto, yes. Gillingham's the terrifying one. 4 points back. If he starts smiling at any point in the first 10 targets, this is going to be a monumental battle. We will be back with the first film tackets.